All right. We have a good group, and a lot of photos. Apparently, I'm not on the screen. Oh, there I am with a bunch of. Well,
I'm back from the moon.
I don't know how to get out of that glare.
Blue moon, Alice.
Now I look like a cone head. It's called distortion. Hopefully, it is. Timothy, Bill, Susan, Chuck, Kathy, Stephen, Helen, Tom, Lynn, Chuck, good group.
Yeah.
So at the very end, we're going to talk more about the challenge that's coming up next time. So fast forward to the end if that's the only thing you're interested in. What's,
It's out of sync with what we're seeing on the TV.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
I don't know why that would be.
all quiet.
There's always something. I did have I sat in on a meeting of the Federation, I guess it was last week sometime. A lot of clubs are involved. And the meeting went over an hour, and then some minutes were sent out. I asked to get a copy of the whole meeting, but that hasn't happened yet. But there are a bunch, and it looks like there may be some additional ones. And the big discussion was how we can help one another. We are the smallest group. We are the most unique group in a number of different ways. We don't have judged meetings. There are just a number of things. Another thing we don't do is we don't collect dues. They do a lot of folks coming in that they're paying some amount of money to do a program. And I think that one thing I think is going to come out of it is to share lists of people that will come to meetings of other clubs. There are topics that I think are going to get revealed, especially if they're doing something special, so that other people can physically attend. I kind of a diversion, but we're the only ones that have a Facebook group that is open for anybody to look at, but not to join. And I think we're doing as much Zooming as others are. Chapel Hill, Bill has gone to Zoom permanent, 100%, Bill?
Yes.
Yeah, and what was,
Actually get together, but
yeah.
that's,
And didn't you say we're the only ones on YouTube?
Yeah, also the only ones on YouTube. So we've got some distinctions. I think another thing they're going to do is to mention where they're taking field trips. And if it happens to be where you can get to, I think they're going to be inviting other clubs to come. But there's nothing in the book yet, and there may be another meeting, and I'll let you know when it's coming up. But one of the most unique clubs was a club for only professionals. The requirement is you have to be getting money for your photos, and they didn't say whether a sale here and there, or whether it was a full-time thing that they do. But anyway, so interesting, and I'll let you know what I know as it comes up. Timothy?
That brings a couple questions up to me. Are we interested in growing our group? For one question, and for two, are we interested in doing an organized field trip amongst us all?
Yeah.
we have in the past.
I'm sorry, Bill?
We have in the past as far as, yeah, field trips.
When it hadn't hit me until maybe even just this morning, that if we expanded our membership. There are pros and cons. I think the big con is we would never make it through twice the number of photos that we're going through. And even if we added a few, we would have to chop down how much time we spend on each photograph. And I think being a smaller family, and I said over and over, well, maybe not that much, but I mentioned a couple of times that this group is a family. And anyway, I think there are things that we can do as a group that involving our photos, and that's put more photos up here sometime.
And get them out there more, maybe. And I agree, we don't need more people to do
Yeah.
What we need, what we can do. I think would be fun to organize more. Maybe we need to do dues. Maybe we could do dues, and then sometimes we could do a field trip to a photo show or something, or I don't know.
I like the field trip idea, first because it's kind of intrinsically fun, but also because if you're shooting together, you get a chance to learn in the process of doing something. You have a couple of people, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, how's that working for you?
Yeah, and plus it's like a team build, really. When
Yeah.
you go on a shooting trip, it's not really about how many and who gets better and who whatever. It's about we did this together,
Right,
and
yeah.
that's kind of what.
It has both those aspects to it.
Yeah, and I think that I think that would be fun to do, and that would keep us as. I like the fact that we're a really unique group. I feel really blessed to be in such a tight, small group. And I like that we're unique when I hear that what other groups are doing.
And not doing.
And what we're doing
Yeah.
and we're not doing. But I think, yeah.
Well, I don't think that anybody's been objecting to trips someplace. So if you have an idea,
Sanctuary, I forget what the name is.
Sylvan Heights.
Sylvan
Yeah,
Heights
Sylvan
is what
Heights.
we've been to, it's very nice.
And what we used to do that we've kind of gotten away from a little bit, probably bad on me, is that we would have little get-togethers at different times of the day. Sometimes we'd meet 10 o'clock at the Roost, but then we also did shoots at night. We wanted to do
out to the plant.
painting, we went down to the plant that time, we were in Farrington doing light painting against the silo and stuff
We
like
went
that.
down to the railroad thing.
Yeah. So those sound like organized field trips.
Yeah, we just haven't done one in a while.
Yeah, I think that.
I guess the other question of the field trips is whether we want to try to keep them locally or if we want to go
Yeah.
to the road.
I think we should be open to all of that. I think that, if someone's got a really strong idea or something that they've done and they really want to share, or if we can find something that is aligned with the challenge that we have coming
Yeah.
up,
And that's what we used to do, yes.
So another group I've been working with for a number of years that, if you're doing things as a group, you can get remarkable discounts on things, like if we wanted to go to the beach, for beach shots, or certain times of year, birding is excellent shooting over there. You can stay in places for a fraction of what you can stay in by yourself.
Yeah. And then, we can start with local and then expand to places where we need to have a due pay or a collection. And it's back to Mike's question is, how do we get through these photographs regularly? That's getting, in the time that we have, it's hard to get through all these photographs and really discuss them. So I commend you, Mike, for editing and organizing them and flowing through them. It's like an Oscar speech, keeping us moving. You're like, all right, that's enough, we're gonna go on in there. So, but yeah, there's not a better way to do this than the way we do it, why we do it.
Well, and I was happy to hear the people that were using Zoom have had a lot of problems with. And that was a reason for not doing it, in fact. And
My internet is down right now, it's a mess, so yes, I believe in, yes.
yeah,
The other thought that I had just came into my crazy head. I have tinnitus, so I have some really good tunes going on in my head. Today it's in between the radio stations. Some days it's the crickets, but today it's in between the radio stations. It's kind of fuzzy. We could also send a collective of these photos to all of us so that we can have our questions and our and have our ideas and thoughts about it, and then we get here and see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
And we have our ideas ready, and that would.
I agree with that, that's exactly what I was thinking. Post them to the Facebook page so we can look at them ahead of time, or email them out.
Yeah, I think
That
put
way
it in the
just-
group is best, because then we just keep
You've
keeping up
seen
our.
it, you can adjust the image. If you have technical questions, you're prepared to ask them.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't mean this to be tacky, but we would need to get them before the,
Yeah, we'd have to,
I'll make it.
yeah, like a deadline of Friday evening or something like that. And it's not been a problem to get them at the last minute, but it's fine. But, because I usually look the morning of to see if there's any more added, so.
And if not, then they can just roll over to
Yep.
next time. Or people can post comments.
Mia culpa.
well, it sounds like, I'm not trying to increase work for you, Mike, at all, it just seemed like an idea.
Mike,
Yes,
did you have a email from Robert Starkenberg from?
yes,
December 16th?
yes,
'Cause that was his notes.
Yep. yep. I got that,
Okay.
but it went on. I gave you the executive summary, but. All right, we're gonna start with the photos. I had them ready and now they're not ready anymore.
You're a Tennessee's guy too, huh?
Pardon me?
You're a Tennessee's guy too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Mine was gone for 2 and 3 days, and it was fantastic.
Mine never goes away.
Never?
All right, Helen.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, no kidding.
That is the result of following a butterfly around for about 30 minutes one day. I think Vicky was there, Bill, watching me and thinking you're nuts. But I got a decent picture out of him.
Yeah, it's a-
I'll say it's beautiful.
Beautiful. Were you using a
She
tripod?
doesn't put it in
No,
the car.
that's handheld, 65 millimeters, f/14, 125th of a second, ISO 640. You get bizarre stuff when you use a mirrorless and you set it on ISO auto.
Oh, yeah.
Look how sharp that is, though.
Yeah.
I did some work on it, of course, put it through, whatchamacallit,
Topaz.
Oh,
to
Topaz.
sharpen. And then about the time that I was lamenting it was a busy background, the gang from Affinity came up with a new tutorial on blurring the background. So I thought, well, heck, I'll blur the background some more. So I blurred the background, wrapped the frame around it and kept going.
Well, this is a big print,
Really nice.
I
yes.
have a question, is that one of the live filters that they have? Isn't blur one of their live filters, or is that, I might be misremembering?
On the Topaz
No,
sharpen?
on Affinity.
Oh.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I think it's the new adjustment layer, maybe?
okay.
Jenny?
And then a question, I
Jenny.
had a question, when you put something through Topaz, do you have options as to what your output is? Like, can you do it, you can't just put it out in RAW again, can you?
You-
DNG.
Yeah, you can go either way. I don't shoot raw, so I put that through as a
Okay.
JPEG, so.
So if you can put it out in DMG, and then Affinity, I think Affinity treats a DMG
As raw.
image as raw, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So is there a reason you don't shoot raw?
Because I guess I'm too trifling to learn.
I don't think you'd find
There's
it.
nothing to learn, I don't
There's nothing to
think.
learn, just
Yeah.
set it on raw and you just
Yeah.
process it the same way.
Yeah, I need to run through the process with somebody, because I think I'd get better results.
Well, I don't think you could have done this on raw and make it any better on this particular one.
And it's nice that he's intact too. Sometimes one of the notches on the base is missing, you know?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Great shot, Helen.
Really nice.
It's
And
the
so is-
object selection tool in Affinity.
Oh, and then blur, then invert it and blur. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't too awful, it didn't have but about 11 steps.
Yes.
This is also,
Oh, wow.
and this one's a great one too.
Easy card to make.
Well, look at that.
Beautiful.
How did you do that?
I took about 100 pictures, and I think that was the last one. And I actually shot that at 56 millimeters, f11, 1/1000th ISO of 1000. I just held it up with a long lens and went whack and prayed, and I got it. And I love flares, other people don't, but I do.
I think it's
So was
great.
that the sun, what was
That's
that?
gorgeous. That was the sun, behind the sun.
Was that your concept? Is that what you saw in your mind, that you wanted to have kind of that setup, or?
I didn't realize that I was gonna get that much of the sun because it was through a bunch of trees. And
Oh, I see.
It was a little bit more than I would have wanted, but I was hoping, what I wanted was the sun through the petals.
Okay,
Beautiful. Got
yeah,
that.
and you got, yeah.
And the sun rays and the flares were a surprise, and
I mean, the composition too of how you positioned the elements is that your happy accident, or did you kind of have that in mind too?
I had that in mind.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was hoping,
yeah.
but
Beautiful.
holding
Yeah,
the
this,
flower in one hand and the camera in the
Oh,
other.
okay.
I was doing it that
Oh.
way.
Wow.
I tried a tripod and I couldn't get what I wanted.
Yeah.
It's a great shot.
It
That's
is,
really
and a very creative process. It sounds like one of the hard
Holding the
processes
flower?
was editing out of all the photos you took. That's always the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
step of getting to even anything.
Beautiful.
Beautiful,
yeah, the rays coming out of the sun are just,
really creative.
But what about the spots?
I love those. I like them.
Flares.
The only ones I would get rid of are the two on the green.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's distracting. The
but
others,
the others, I mean, you can see them going around. It's not just, it's more of a pattern than
Two
any,
those two I would
spots.
get rid of.
yeah.
Because those green, whatever they call those kind of leaves on the sunflowers are so beautiful.
They're either velvety and they're just,
Really. Each one has its own character and each one's so graceful, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Well,
My only question would be the color of the frame, of the border.
Couldn't get a gold kind of, I didn't like that either, Kathy.
Maybe just leave it off.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out.
Just a question, I'm not sure.
I tried to get it over and I just gave up. I
Yeah, I
agree.
understand.
I agree. You can't sometimes get all the colors you want.
I would think it would have to match something in the photo itself to, so, well, two winners, absolutely.
both yellow.
All right, Lynn,
Oh, wow.
So at the Botanical Garden, off of 54, they have a sculpture show right now. So this isn't much about gardening, but it's just.
What's in a garden?
It's in a garden.
It's in a garden,
It's obviously a garden.
and I wrote down everything and left the notebook at home.
Sounds like me.
He's laughing at you.
Right.
That's a great sculpture.
It's like a
Just
hill
fun.
Can't not look at it and smile.
and not smile.
Not
Not
creative
smart,
like
yeah.
yours, Helen.
Yeah, I like the composition, very nice. Quite nice and centered and,
Thank you. Maybe I should have gotten rid of that pole in the back, whatever that is.
Oh, yeah, you could have,
I just
yeah.
noticed it.
And this one's Lynn's as well.
Oh, I like
Isn't
that.
that crazy?
I like that one.
That's cool.
There were some wild ones.
It was a fun thing to do, and it's free.
Yeah, that's a great
It's
show.
open Tuesday through Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But we were there, it was just bright, full sun, which wouldn't have been my preference.
And they closed at 5,
Yeah,
so that was the
they
problem of
go late,
the golden hour.
so
So,
bad idea.
I think they had something like, I don't know how many, there were over 50
Yeah.
sculptures.
They were. Some were little tiny things, some big like this. It was fun.
One that won Best in Show was a raccoon.
There was like a tree stump, the upside down raccoon putting his head, and I took a picture of it, but you couldn't see his head. You would have to have gotten down on the ground and shot up to be able to get it, and I just wasn't up for that.
An interesting exhibit.
And that's hard to
Down
gravel
for
too.
I'm
The
sorry?
gravel's hard too, I wouldn't even kneel on that
Yeah.
gravel
I
there.
know. Well, if I knelt, I might not ever get up. Anyway, it was just fun.
Yes. All right, Stephen. Stephen has 3 photos. This one stands alone, and then the next 2 are related, and I hope I got them in the right order, Stephen. So,
Beautiful tree.
Yeah, it is a gorgeous tree.
The clouds are growing.
Yeah, it is a beautiful garden. It's in Prague. Peggy and I were there for the last couple of weeks.
Where is it?
Prague.
In Prague?
Prague?
Prague.
Prague, Czechia.
Oh,
This
So not
is,
next door.
and the gardens that are, the big castle is kind of looming over the town. That, you know, it quit being a kind of a castle fortress, like lots of other castle fortresses, probably 15th century or so, because of gunpowder and cannonballs and whatnot. And so they had a big area up there that had been, you know, for troops and whatnot, and they decided they'd convert it into a garden, you know, 300 or so years ago, 400 or so years ago. And they did, and you know, it is kind of magnificent.
Yeah, perfect landscape.
But, you know, it's a kind of an effort not to do anything. I'm sorry, this thing is ticking right now to go off, and I can't get it to stop doing. I'll just turn my phone off.
so you stayed in Prague for 2 whole weeks?
Well, no, we were in Prague for, you know, about a week, and then, you know, some smaller towns around. We'll get, the next one is from another place. But, you know, what I'm trying to do there is just try to show what's there, because what's there is so wonderful, that I don't want to try, you're not trying to add anything to it, I'm just trying to show what it is. The next one, I'm through some added in, I'll tell you what that is.
And the next one, I put in order, it was labeled Edit 1. Is that the one that should be next?
That looks like a ginormous
I
tree.
hope that's all.
E.
Yeah, that's also a Czechoslovakia, but in a small national park that they have. And, well, talking about adding to it, what we had was the castle and so forth as it was. The sky was this kind of perfectly drab, featureless gray. And it was just such a contrast with kind of the strikingness of the castle.
Beautiful.
Let me throw a striking sky in
Yeah.
behind that as well. And, you know, we all have mixed feelings about whether we want to do that or not. I guess my mixed feelings are do it if you like it. I like that better than I like the gray sky behind it.
Yeah. Is that a waterfall at the bottom?
No.
Hmm.
It's a rock face.
Oh,
Yeah.
With etching.
wow, it's so sharp.
Oh, I can see now, but boy, it sure does look like waterfall. But it's probably rain off. But great shot.
It gets sharp, you know, topaz does a nice job of sharpening things. And denoising things too.
Beautiful.
I don't know, neither of these were both outdoor shots. I did a lot of indoor things, like, you know, cathedrals and so forth. And, you know, those are so dim, you have to shoot so fast.
Yeah.
But what Topaz is able to do to get rid of the noise in those is just astonishing to me. You know, you'll take something that's kind of a grainy, blurry, massive, sort of stuff thrown together, and it just, man, it's like you're shooting at, at ISO 64 or something.
And Stephen, here's the second one.
I think somehow we just got two of the same things
Same
in
one.
there, and I apologize, there's nothing to add.
I was having trouble figuring out which was which, but
They look the same.
yeah,
Oh, well. It's a beautiful picture.
yeah, great picture, Stephen.
And I like what you did with the sky.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
That makes it,
Yeah, just a strikingly gorgeous place.
Yes.
there's so much
And
drama
it's
in
a
it.
distractingly gorgeous place, and it started off really a little hard to say, but maybe something like the 8th century being a fort up at the top of this mountain. And by the time this was built, first part of the 18th century, the people were making a pretty place for themselves to go. And they were using the foundation and so forth that had been there for another 1,000 years or so before that. But the ages of these places is just, kind of astonishing. You're looking at places that were built in.
Incredible.
When you put that sky in the way you dealt with that sky, it has a cinematic quality to it. And suddenly there's a story there. And there's nothing that connects it to the 21st century or even the 18th century. And you could just, you could just take off with the story from the way that is. And I think it's because of that drama in the sky.
Yeah.
Well, well done, Stephen.
Beautiful.
Susan is next.
Ooh, passion flower.
Amazing.
So, I didn't have a lot of time, but I was in a pollinator garden, and
I just saw
thought,
the bud.
what kind of flower is that? Is that a neck?
Passion flower.
Passion flower. And I really liked that, and I started taking photos just with my iPhone, and all of a sudden this bee came up. So I shot a whole bunch of pictures with the bee, and some of them were actually, he was in the flower, and I thought that was kind of interesting, but then, I don't know, I just ended up doing this one where he's on the side.
So this is with your phone?
Yeah, this was my iPhone,
Wow,
yeah.
great.
So
Oh.
while you're mentioning that,
Yes.
the state competition for silver arts, second place winner is an iPhone picture for digital.
First place in digital was Izquiarda from Chapel Hills.
Yeah,
So,
anyway, it's a beautiful picture.
yeah, this is incredible too.
Colors are lovely.
Well, thank you, I didn't do a whole lot to it, my computer's been my computer's been a mess, but anyway, so this is just a photo I took from the pollinator garden. And that's always a good place to take pictures, they always have something going on there.
Print it.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Well, and this was, the other one was the bee was just buzzing around, and I kind of liked that this wasn't very bright, that these flowers was kind of
Kind of subdued colors.
muted, yeah,
they're
and
being
so,
screened by light.
yeah, in a way, just the contrast with the bee, I kind of,
Well, in both of these, the lighting's is perfect.
Yeah,
And this one, I liked how the line of buds.
yes.
yeah, yeah,
Leads you
know.
right to the bee. It's
Yes,
Just happened,
I know, I kind of realized that, kind of
Yeah.
inadvertently,
I like it.
I like how the
It's
bee
like
so much brighter.
crop the left side, because it was like a line.
Well, the bee and the rest of it is so eye-catching. I had to stare at it for a minute, but there's an area down at the bottom right.
Crop it out.
To get that
Either crop it out or paste something in there, some of the other bushes. But
And there's enough room to bring it into that bud and still keep what you got too, if you
Yeah,
don't
you
want
might
to
want to
miss
just
it.
change the crop a little bit.
Yeah, just change the crop, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, you're right.
Just like that,
Yeah,
it's
it's,
good.
I guess it's like a distraction in the lower.
Yes.
It doesn't draw my eye, but the bee's so bright to me. but
Yeah, same here.
I only have one eye.
Yeah.
It does, I'm drawn right to the bee.
All right, Susan, very nice.
Definitely.
And Chuck is up.
Where is that?
This is in Giverny in France.
Oh,
Just a spectacular place, and Jen and I went on a trip a couple of years ago, and this was like the last place I think we visited, and it was a pretty amazing trip. But anyway, just like somebody else was saying, Michael was saying, Stephen was saying that how, it's just such an amazing place, and I'm just trying to figure out, well, how can I capture just something about this place that's, got some composition to it, and of course it's the middle of the day, and I didn't notice that stream of light coming down onto the to the woman who was doing, maintenance in the garden, in the water garden, but yeah, just to go looking through, I just was taking a lot of pictures, and then looking through afterwards, I realized, well, this is one of my favorites, because the way the light, the subject, the placement of the grass in the center, but then, off to the side, there's another subject, and it gives you a sense of how tall those trees were.
Having
Anyway,
having her in the pictures is
I
a
think that,
wonderful addition.
yeah, I think that it would be far less of a picture without a person in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
really-
that's to it a lot.
And that was, I don't know why, my ISO was set for 1,000, that's, maybe I had it on auto, but that's way too high for this anyway. But it was an 82 millimeter focal length and f8, which that's typically what I start with when I'm outside like that, and it was a 200th of a second. And I was shooting these all in JPEG, because I thought I would, on the trip, I thought, well, I'm just gonna set my camera to JPEG because I don't wanna take up, because the space. Turned out it probably didn't matter. My camera's got two slots, and I never go to the second one. I just don't shoot that many. But anyway, so I would, if I had to do over again, I would shoot it raw. But, because you just have more option when you're processing. So that's that one.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
And then this I just shot, the other day I was on a ride, and I go past this place called Hart's Farm. I'm not sure it's a pumpkin farm, an active pumpkin farm anymore, but it's on Maroney's Church Road, which goes between 902 and 1010, south of Pittsburgh. And this thing is crazy. It's got obviously a tree trunk growing up through this tractor, so that thing's been there
A while.
I mean, enough of the tree to come and have gone, and but they sort
Surprised
of
he didn't
keep
pick it up. Looks like he picked the thing up
But
off the
the
ground.
sky was cooperating. I told my wife, I said, I wanna take the car and go down south. I saw something I want to photograph. So she was like, well, we were talking about how we were gonna fit it in, because I can either take my van, which is not easy to park on a roadside, or I have to get clearance to use the car. And so we made the arrangement, and it turned out we needed to go to Sanford. So on the way back, I was like, all right, and so it was late afternoon. I figured the light will be, not bad, not super stark, but so I was pretty happy with the light, and I didn't do a lot of modification. I did dehaze it, and the dehazing was pretty strong, so I dialed it back some, because it had a crazy dark blue to the sky. And I did have a filter on, a polarizer, yeah. But that's what it is. And I took several different, I walked around trying to figure out which angle do I like the best. I shot several exposures, and then I had one that I was kind of second best. It's the opposite direction, and you could see the little sign by the front of their driveway, Hart's Farm. And I took out some phone wires and stuff, but this was a better sky. And you can see the tree growing up through the seat, whereas the other angle was toward the front of the tractor, and you couldn't really tell what was going on with that.
Yeah.
Well, I like the fence too in there.
Thanks, I like that, and I liked the background of the trees.
Red.
Clouds are great. Nice.
very nice.
So if they're farming, they're not using this particular tractor.
Yeah, I didn't see, the only farming that may be going on there is maybe they harvest hay. I didn't see a lot of crop you know, land dedicated to crops, but,
It sure looks like they've been killing weeds around that.
so that's an ISO of 100, and it was, I switched to my super wide angle, which is 11 to 16. So it's a 16 millimeter, but you know, but I'm a crop sensor, so it's really bigger. So I think actually that means I shot it in the 11, so that made it a 16, and you know, it has full frame f8 and an 80th of a second.
All right. Kathy's up.
This is a throwback to the geometry, thing, cause I was away.
Ah,
I like that.
It looks frozen.
What is the X?
It's inside of a car wash.
Ah,
Car wash.
yeah.
Or sand on a window. I
So
don't-
that's saying, don't drive.
Get your foot off the pedal.
So this is shot.
and
through
see,
the
now I got the high tower reference that I said never mind, that you had eliminated one, and I didn't know, I got it now. It's a great shot.
It is a great shot.
That's really cool.
Really nice,
creative.
yeah.
So, you know, that's it, geometry.
Gee, I'm a tree.
So are you sitting in the car?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah,
took
I'm
me a
not
while to get
up
the
there.
You don't get out
Car
there
wash
when you
myself.
go through it.
You don't, unless you want to wash your hair or
I know
something.
you had a good image.
So the X's don't move.
Yeah, that's right. Stay where you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that element, because it just throws a big question like, what?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, it made me hard to figure out perspective.
What is the exit out there?
Sideways?
It's in the car wash, so it's
Turn
telling you
the
not
car,
to move.
stay where you are.
I think
I
you,
don't have to puzzle over that.
Don't pull forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have put the steering wheel in there too, maybe.
There's a
Realize
lot
where
of
you
really
are.
nice
That'd be a
shots,
good idea.
but this is what I edited down to.
Great.
Some blues.
Editing is the fun part.
great.
Great one.
All right, Tom is up.
Let's see,
Who's this at?
Tom,
let's see here. This is,
Back at
I guess
Chatham
it's,
Mills?
pardon?
In back of Chatham Mills?
No, in front of Chatham. It's at the garden at Chatham Marketplace.
It is,
Yeah,
it is.
they have a
I
beautiful,
noticed
they have
that.
tours of that
I
garden.
have to look at that.
And what a gift she is for our community too. She
I
does this
noticed that, that's great.
garden, it's unbelievable. I think, according to my phone, this is called Blackroot. And it is F18 at 1/838.
With your phone?
Yes,
Your phone?
yep. Yeah. And I worked on it quite a bit in post, and I like it because it's not quite realistic.
yeah.
It has a strangeness to it.
It's a little trippy.
Yeah.
It's a little trippy.
Yeah.
Sensitive.
Well, on what side of the market is it?
In the garden,
But I don't know where that is. Is it out around the parking lot?
all
Right.
that
No,
stuff that
So
is growing
you
around
in that-
there.
Are you in the grass field where the flagpole is?
You probably, yeah.
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 And looking toward the building.
Yeah, this is, I took this a couple of years ago.
Oh, a couple
Okay.
years ago, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, because I was there the other day.
Uh-huh,
I didn't see my-
I don't
Nothing
Yeah,
blooming
they
this
didn't
pretty
look- I
right
mean,
now
I
there,
don't
yeah.
always see things. but,
Yeah.
I've
Anyway,
never
it's just,
seen
it's
that
a strange looking
It is.
plant.
Did you play with the sky exposure on that, or just with the,
I did a lot to it,
A lot, yeah.
a whole lot.
yeah?
Yeah,
I'm glad to know it was 2 years ago, because I would have said, gee, how come I didn't notice that?
yeah. I like the layers, and I wonder what people think about eliminating some of the stuff at the bottom.
I wouldn't. It's foreground, middle ground, and far ground.
Yeah, right, exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, just a little bit, not, anyway.
It's nice.
No, I think you need that space there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Whoops.
It makes it unique.
So this is my friend Manuel, Marcelo Mendez. He, when he's smuggling drugs and raping and murdering. You can tell by the face there.
Trying to steal benefits from the American people.
Yeah, right. When he's not doing that, he's helping us in our garden,
Yeah.
This is the, oh, okay, this is.
which might not exist if it weren't for him. And so I'm
Was
so.
that picture in there with this?
He's also a big-time soccer player, and his team won first place in a big tournament, and
At Siler.
yeah, and he was he scored the winning goal, and he was really thrilled.
Yeah, it's really, that's
So the
awesome.
picture at the top is part of the,
That's his trophy. Yeah, that's the and what.
Oh, that's a trophy.
Right,
And
right.
they still, and so they still, in the soccer league, I'm gonna see that they still call their older age groups veterans.
Yes.
In cycling, we switched to masters,
Oh.
like swimming.
Well, this is Spanish, of course.
Yeah.
Although it's indoor soccer.
You printed this for him?
Yes.
because that makes
It's a
it
good
sound like
job.
you're in the service.
Yeah, he's such
Sharing
a.
the guest
Yeah.
with them and the trophy, it makes it really
It's
nice.
really,
Yeah, yeah.
well, and that trophy is amazing, like, it's just so
It
cool,
is,
it's like
that's so
it's
strange.
like a portal.
Yeah, yeah. He's a beautiful person. and
So much color in there.
Crazy. Crazy about it.
And yeah, what a great smile too.
Oh, no. I'd like to know him.
Yeah, everybody would. He's,
Yeah, yeah.
he's a special guy.
All right.
Oh,
Timothy.
Oh,
Oh,
look.
look at that.
You know, I'm almost embarrassed.
You know, you have to wait
He's
for
so
mine.
cute.
I've been carrying a black and white film camera for 2 weeks. Always carry a camera, but I decided to carry a film camera with a roll of black and white in it. And I thought, I better use my phone, which I never use. My wife's like, "You're gonna use your phone?" I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna use my phone. So that's just taken with my phone and on the porch. We have my wife has a container garden all around the house. Some are still living. And so we have
something like that.
we have a lot of anoles in front of and around our house. We have a south facing front porch, and they're always darting around, the skinks and the.
Yeah.
So he surprised me. I walked by with him, hello. And so I could tell you the numbers, but they're ridiculous numbers.
Oh, yeah.
But, and a little out of focus because I did crop it a little bit. That's all.
I also
Nothing
like,
special.
I like the white background.
Yeah, that's the sunlight streaming to get in the patio.
Yeah. And the way the leaves are backlit is really nice. You can see the veins in them, it adds a nice texture.
I like the
Honestly,
softness.
nothing intentional, no work done.
Yeah.
Just, hey, look, bam,
Capture the moment.
gardening this week, there it is.
Yeah.
And then,
I like the softness, Tim.
yeah, well, that's because I cropped it, and it's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
phone.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have, a phone that's probably from the 90s maybe. And I didn't buy it for the camera, I didn't look at the,
Yeah.
specs on the camera until later, and I was like, But anyway, that's also taken with the camera.
This one retrieves you.
Yeah, this is with the phone, and that's on the chair right next to the day before where I saw the knoll.
Look at that.
Running if that was-
amazing.
So, yeah, we have a lot of praying mantis, and that's a pregnant one. I took a bunch of pictures, with my phone, which is like 6, maybe or 8, and, my wife was shooting from the other side because her belly was really big. And, I wanted the eyes because, I don't know, it's kind of alien one.
Yeah, sure.
Again, I could tell you what the
That was the
ridiculous
last, that was the last thing
numbers
I
Yeah.
really saw after he impregnated her.
were. And that one I didn't even, I didn't even crop very much, I just walked right up to him and said, excuse me, I have to take this picture. And, so I didn't crop that one very, my wife's like, you're awfully close, you're not gonna get a good picture. And I'm like, it's a phone, I always
Yeah.
get a good picture. But anyway,
That's really cool.
accidental gardening, insects.
I love the character of this guy, he's got his head cocked to the right. What are you looking at?
Yeah, she was really kind of protective, because we got close and she lifted her head up.
I've already killed one male.
Yeah, right, I was like,
Don't make me do it.
There's a little close.
The softness of that one really makes
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, you look for it and use it, and then sometimes you get it.
Yeah,
And I just got it.
yeah.
It's great.
I wasn't planning on, I don't have a zoom lens, but I think I probably got a couple.
Pupils and the eyes.
Yeah, a lot of detail.
Yeah.
We still have time, and I'm going to skip over Frank since he couldn't come. And this is Bill's.
Oh, that's nice.
That's,
What the hell is it?
it's the Reykjavik Concert Hall.
Oh,
This is from the inside, just looking up. This was for our geometry.
oh, yeah.
And,
It's geometrical, okay.
So
yeah, it's amazing on the inside. It was unfortunate that the stairs going up to the top, which is really supposed to be spectacular. I've seen pictures from somebody from the Chapel Hill Camera Club, but I was stuck on the bottom level. But, yeah, it's just, that's just looking straight up. It constantly changes. It's kind of amazing.
Reminds me of honeycomb.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is that the building that has the big tower and the statue out front?
No,
Oh, I never saw
Wow,
this.
that's really
Okay.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And, did you, how much did you have to set it? I mean, it looked, the colors are great, I mean,
it's bone.
yeah.
Another iPhone, or
Yeah,
I'm
mine's
sorry,
on
Android.
iPhone.
I would have cropped it just a little bit
Yeah.
to
I
get
got rid
the,
of that.
whatever that is on the left, a structural
I
piece.
actually kept it in there.
Ah,
going
okay.
On there, and, because it was really, I had to turn it around a lot.
Well, it is perfectly straight, so,
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
It's unusual.
and what was great about it, even though you couldn't go up to some of the more interesting places, they were practicing a concert.
Oh,
So, you walk in there and you just hear.
the
music,
acoustics,
They're practicing.
yeah.
Just hit it at the right time.
Yeah.
What kind of music was it?
I don't know.
Loud?
I mean, like an orchestra or?
It wasn't Led Zeppelin, I can tell you that.
All right, you talk about creative, this one,
Yeah, that's me taking a picture of
Like
myself
they-
in one of those.
I love it.
That is really cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's like Obi-Wan, it's like a
Yeah.
holograph.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You
Did
can
you,
draw.
did you do much, in processing?
No,
It's
I
really
just dropped it.
interesting.
Asher, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's sure, yeah.
it's kind of a pain in the butt, send it from your phone and upload it to your computer, and I mean, I don't,
Yeah,
Well, actually, on the phone, I have Snapseed, which is actually pretty good for quick processing or so, but, I never,
I have Lightroom on my phone, but I never use it. It came along with my computer,
right.
it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it doesn't, you're right, it doesn't, it really, it's like.
Yeah, that's just,
I like using the iPhone editor, and actually, sometimes I'll do editing in Affinity, and then I'll be looking at it in where I keep my photos on my computer in Photo, and then I'll just go on and I'll use the computer version of the editor of Photo. It's pretty good. Sometimes I'll fix things that I couldn't fix right in Affinity.
I've tried to Jordan, however that's pronounced, but that gives you all kinds of software from them. But you can Leica is a supporter of this company, and it's the
What's it called?
Fjorden, Fjorden. It's Swedish, and it gives you a whole lot more and easier, I think.
Then Lightroom?
Than the phone itself.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, you can set everything manually rather than having to. But anyway, I was bringing it up because of the software that's available for it, and I haven't tried Leica, but the Fjorden stuff is good too, but I don't think it's any better than iPhone, but great picture, Bill.
Really, yeah.
All right, Kathy. And
We should just skip this.
Why?
This was a
I like that,
geometry,
the rule of thirds.
and then I found the X later on, so I sent that for geometry. And then this is my other geometry,
This is
that's just,
terrific.
wall of the Citadel in Halifax.
Mm.
So,
Nova Scotia.
obviously like the contrast between the, shapes and the grass.
Yeah.
All three colors are very
Was that a good
different.
trip?
Yeah,
Yeah, color and texture.
Yeah, it's like three different textures,
Yeah.
three different colors. Very
sorry, my
interesting.
ears are so stiff, I can't hear you.
There's just three different colors and textures.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
exactly.
I like that a
Yeah,
lot.
That's what I liked about it. Yeah, I took a million shots of the wall, but I ended up liking the simpler, that contrast between the textures and
Yeah,
colors.
that's the thing about digital, it's so easy to overshoot and spend way too much time in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all the film I've had in here for almost 3 weeks, and I've still got like 10 frames.
Actually, if you wanna go back for just a few seconds to the one previously, the highlight, if we're done, right, it's 12:30.
yep,
This is just a fun note, if you go to Halifax, the Citadel, every day they change the soldiers that they have around, so they have World War I guys, the
Oh,
Highlanders.
different
Yeah, every
uniforms.
day, and they've
Oh,
got
there,
these
yeah.
young college kids on the summer, summer jobs dressed up.
Yeah,
They fire off some blanks from their cannons, so,
wow.
I really love this girl, she's just very beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Anyway, I found the X and I thought that's more geometric, so, anyway, if you go to Halifax, I put in a plug for, go to visit the soldiers at the fake soldiers at the Citadel, and that's it.
But that's a good picture, I like
Yeah, I like
that
that.
picture,
It's
you
really
know?
Yeah, it would have been better with a camera, but.
No, but I think it was
The
a good
perspective,
composition of it.
yeah, where you shot it from.
That's a good picture of Mike.
Mike and space.
never mind.
I love what green screens do to your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill, next challenge. Do, raw shoot, a raw picture.
No, I think that's November.
Oh, so we
We
have,
get it
okay.
early to everybody.
And you said there were
That
three
raw versus
pictures?
picture.
Well, if you wanna end this now.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the microphone.
Yeah, I don't,
Yeah, it'll work.
yeah, well, you gotta put one of these in it then.
Oh,
That's just a converter.
got it.
Next challenge is by the water.
By the water. Oh, boy.
What's the next challenge?
By the water.
By the water?
By the water.
By the water.
By BY.
Oh, by.
I don't know.
Get a couple water bottles.
By the water.
Oh, come on.
It's really needed. By.
Where are all my? It's not letting me shrink the screen. There we go. No name.
I think you're still recording.
I wonder what this will do with the neffs. Well, let me do that again.
You know what? I'm off on this thing. This is not right. What I just said by the water. Well, it might be that, but the date is off. I don't know.
Right.
I've got it for October
Yeah, it is by the water.
October 7th. That's not their next
I'll be
meeting.
by the water.
There it is.
Oh, yes, it is. That's
Yes,
right.
it
Okay,
is.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's correct, because I have it on my
Okay.
calendar too.
By the water. I don't know that I can get them off of the screen. But that's the whole picture, I believe. I can enlarge it some, I
The
think.
goal is for us to each process these 3 pictures.
Now, I think I've probably showed the processed one that I did of this. And, there's the image itself is so much better after it's processed, so this one,
So this is one of the challenges coming up?
yeah, and what we're trying to do is, one of the challenges was for everybody to have the same raw file and see how they process it, and then what they did to make it what it was.
I see.
But what I did is I put 3 different images on the thumb drive.
Oh, I remember that one. You sold that one.
Yeah, I sold that one, I sold the tree. Then this one was at the Salton Sea at Bombay Beach.
Well, you could join that pro group then.
Yeah.
You could join the pro camera group.
Yeah, Susan could too,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, there's no frequency till when you get paid.
'Cause-
Well, I think we ought to pick one. I think that rather than,
Oh, pick one instead of doing 3.
yeah,
And the thing is that each of them will be approached a different way for processing.
Yeah, sure. Could you go through them again, Mike, on the,
Yeah.
go into the bigger, yeah.
well, if you want to do more than one,
We could each pick one.
Because like
Oh,
this,
that'd be an interesting way to do it. Yeah,
And then we,
just do one,
but one of the 3.
yeah.
Which was one do you think was the most challenging, Bill?
That one.
yeah, a lot of
this one,
great groups.
because,
There's more going on in that one.
And less that you can
and
do.
you got things that you would wanna take out, you want, this one here, you can change the perspective.
That one
because
would be,
The one with the 2 birds, the birds themselves are not sharp.
this one's challenging because you're so limited.
Well, and let me clarify another thing. Processing include cropping?
Everything,
Okay.
whatever you wanna make
Whatever
that
you wanna
image
do,
be.
Yeah.
but you have to do something to it.
Oh, yeah.
So how are we gonna get this?
Okay, here's what we're gonna do, Hill, or anybody else that's not using, tell me which one you want. I'll convert it and send you a JPEG or a TIFF.
No,
Can you
It's
see
supposed
this?
to be raw.
the pictures are on here.
How are you gonna get around?
I will download them into Photoshop, and then it can be transformed.
I thought we were each gonna take one of these. And that's the
She
picture
doesn't
of-
do raw,
I'm gonna learn how.
and those are all raw
And the
photos.
thing is, I think that's November 14th, so
Yeah,
it's,
So you got some time.
yeah,
that's why I wanted to make sure I,
That's the November
here today.
14th challenge.
yeah.
Well, I'll get you an unprocessed TIFF or JPEG if you want me to. Anybody.
No,
Helen, you use Affinity, right?
yeah,
If you put a raw file into Affinity, you just immediately hit develop, it becomes a JPEG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you open it, it goes right to develop.
So we're gonna pick one photo?
What day was that?
Yeah, but you don't have to announce it.
I don't know if it's,
November 14th.
it was somewhere out.
No, I meant
November
as a
14th is
group,
Friday.
pick the same
so it's
picture
not
to
that.
do.
I don't know.
It'll be the 4th, probably, or the Veterans Day.
Oh,
Well, do we have, anybody have the chart of the challenges
I do,
and nearby?
I do.
We're looking at November.
What am I on?
I'm not that far ahead with my schedule.
Edit raw editing, November 18th.
okay.
Raw file editing, is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Yeah, November 18th. So it goes by the water, edited and unedited, smartphone versus camera, and raw file editing. Those are
That's the order they go in.
the next 4
So the next one is in the water,
by the water.
Yeah.
by the water. So you'll probably fall in.
I'm still-
Planning ahead.
I'm still a
Next
little,
one's raw file. No,
No, the next one is edited and unedited.
and that's on the 4th.
21st.
21st.
November 4th is smartphone versus camera.
Okay, I got it written down
Okay.
somewhere. I had that chart, I just wanted to make sure I had the next one.
I need to
I looked
clarify,
at that chart and I did suppose for
So you wanna
the
pass
next
these around?
challenge, and it was like last year.
we don't, we can share one.
Same day, but it was last year, I was like, oh, where do I know these guys do this?
I'm still confused. Clarify, we're going to use all three, and you can do one or more, but do one for sure.
Well, or should we say, what the challenge we do at least this one? And if you
Yeah.
wanna do the
Yeah.
others, you
Because
can
you gotta
say that
consider how
we're
long it's
all
gonna
doing the
take
same one.
to go through all three of these people.
I'm still confused. So we're going to pick one of these three for everybody to do? Okay.
I took
Let-
the third one.
Yeah, I go with the third one.
This one.
It's the hardest.
Yeah.
Okay, that one everybody is going to do. And then if you want to do a second one and submit it too.
So that, we're doing that one,
Yep,
requirement and the other.
yeah, that's
are,
100% of it.
Optional.
Okay.
What are we passing around here, brownies? Oh. Wait, oh, these sticks have, these three images on it in raw.
Right.
So we
Really?
do,
Jules and I are gonna
To
have
get 'em on.
control of everything on our computers when he activates.
All right, really a good meeting again, and we'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Mike, hold on.
Buy
to
the
that
water.
In case somebody's at.
Okay, got it. Thank you all.
Say that